I know you had a lot of emotion, let's say, going into the Bisping fight. You know, that guy riled you up a little bit, but we saw a very tactical performance. You went out there and just really, I guess the best way to say it is assassinated the guy. You went out there and beat him every facet of the game. How did you separate your emotions that time? Was it just something you did in your head? Is it something you kind of mentally told yourself, don't let myself get that angry again? And the reason I'm asking is because you win, you may face Vitor again. And obviously the whole thing would come back up again, you know what I mean, as far as facing that guy again.
I think you could see it with the Bisping fight. I mean, I'm not going to get... You can visually see my emotion in the Vitor fight. With the Bisping fight, you can see I wasn't really sweating it. Yeah, I played into it and I wanted to sell a fight. And I don't like the guy, but you could see I wasn't sweating anything he said. You know, I told you guys over and over again, it's not going to affect me going into the fight. I'm going to fight my fight. And what did I do? I went in there, just like I've done the last few fights, and I fought my fight. I'm just not going to do it again. You know, I was pissed off going into the Vitor fight. I had to go. I felt like they had no faith in me and didn't respect what I had done. I had my debut in the UFC to go have to fight Vitor Belfort on steroids in Brazil. Just without a lot of, you know, didn't get behind me, didn't back me in the UFC, and I went in there like trying to beat him for so many reasons, trying to beat him for a clean sport, you know, and prove myself and having to be in Brazil, and it was a whole new scene. My debut, you know, it's a lot to overcome, and it was a great learning experience for me.
Everyone assumes you're going to get the title shot, especially now with Yoler being out. There's no real competition if there was a competition. Weidman, Belfort, I'm not going to ask you for a winner because I know there's some reservation. Will the fight still happen? I mean, there's, you know, still got a month or so to go. So, but just in your head, do you find yourself in a way rooting for either guy? And the reason I ask that is because I know you want to fight Vitor again. I know you want to beat that guy. I know you want to get that loss. I mean, is there some part of you that does mentally kind of root for him just because that would be the ultimate title fight, or does that even matter?
No. I don't think Vitor deserves anything. I wish nothing good for him. I think Weidman's the better fighter, and I think he's going to go out there and win. If Vitor were to win, sure. It'd be sweet to go out there and get my revenge and take the title from him, of course. But that's how I feel about it.
Do you have reservations still about that fight happening? Do you think it's still, I mean, at this point, do you feel like it's definitely going? Or, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you.
No. Do you think it's still going? Do you 100% sure it's going?
I think there's a reason why it's the co-main event and not, you know, they're not selling an entire card around that fight anymore.
Fell apart, you know, 2 times already, if not 3.
3
times,
right?
Times. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not holding to it right now. The scary thing is I'm probably gonna have to stay in shape after this fight, just in case something happens, you know. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I want to see it. I'm very curious to see how Vitor looks and see that fight. I know Weidman's the champ, and I'm excited to see how that all plays out. But yeah, I'm still. Fingers crossed.
The drug testing is not stringent enough. I spoke to Victor Conte, and he feels that athletes should be tested 365 days out of the year. What are your thoughts about that?
365 days of the year, I don't think any of us would have a job. You know.
Well, he feels that an athlete should be tested randomly throughout the year,
yes.
not every day of the year.
I completely agree with random drug testing. I don't know if they're going to be doing it 365, you know, like a full thing. I would be all for that. I think at least would be, once you sign a bout agreement, I think would be the best way to go about it. Once you sign that bout agreement, you're subject to random drug testing at any time.
Right.
I think that's a great way to start in the sport. They're making big leaps forward on how to clean up the sport. Signing their the new guy they just pulled in, I forget his name.
Right.
He's got a great track record of guys he's caught and some big names, and so it seems like we're moving in the right direction. And I can't wait to see what the future holds. I'm a big fan of a clean sport, so. I'm ready to be tested. I pushed for testing for this fight randomly, but I didn't get that. So hopefully, it sounds like we're getting multiple types of testing this weekend, so I'm excited for that too.
You seem a little disgusted in your voice over, you know, what we just spoke about
I mean, we've been talking about it for so long. I've been pushing it for so long, and it's, I believe it when I see it. Guys getting the same punishments that they've always gotten, and they were pushing things hard this whole last year, and then guys like Hector Lombard got penalized for 1 year. So I mean, it's no different than any that's ever been. I don't know if that's setting the stage. And then you haven't heard a word about Anderson Silva's punishment. So how has it been this long? I know it's Anderson, but I mean, what is that? What is that 1 year punishment? Is that setting the stage for Anderson to get the same thing?
What do you about Saturday facing Machida, who has an awkward style? What do you think you bring to the table that's gonna probably offset and get the victory on Saturday?
I think I bring everything to the table. I can fight him from both sides. I can pressure him. I can take him out of his element. I'm a better wrestler. I'm a better ground fighter. I think there's more diversity in my striking. I think I have more weapons. He does a couple things very well, and I respect that, and I'm wary of that. I'm gonna stay away from his weapons, his big weapons. But I can hurt him from both sides. I can hurt him low. I can hurt him high, and so I think there's a lot more for him to worry about than me. And I believe in myself. So I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna fight my fight. Lyoto's very good when you let him fight his fight. Like I said before, this is not his fight. This is my fight.
So your plan is not to let him think?
Not to let him think. Not to let him get comfortable.
Put pressure on him?
Pressure him and do my thing.
Okay. Thanks.